So next now, this is the case when the goodwill already appears in the books. दोनों mix हो गए now. Already appears, that means it has to be written off. And the new partner, doesn't matter. This is one case we did. This is the second case that we did. Now both the cases coming together in one journal entry in one question. Does not matter. It means the same. We just have to combine two accounting effects now. The two accounting treatments that we have just discussed. Now let us see how it comes here. This is illustration 38 in my textbook. X and Y are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 5:3. X and Y are sharing profits in 5:3. On March 1, 2004, they admitted Z as a new partner. X and Y 5:3 and Z is admitted as a new partner. The old ratio is 5:3, new ratio will be 4:3:2. Z brought in rupees 1 lakh as in cash for his share of capital, but could not bring any, I have underlined it here, could not bring any amount of goodwill in cash. The amount of goodwill on Z's admission was valued at 1,80,000. The firm's goodwill is 180, but it does not bring any goodwill in cash. At that time of Z's admission, goodwill existed in the books of the firm at rupees 2,40,000. He does not bring, and goodwill is already there. So what do? This has to be written off and this has to be raised. What is the entry for this? Goodwill existed in the books of the firm. Goodwill already existed in the books of the firm. Goodwill has to be old partners to goodwill in the old ratio, and he does not bring goodwill in cash. New partners to old partners in sacrifice ratio. So both the entries are just mixed, given together. We find out the sacrifice ratio. Old minus new, sacrifice ratio comes out to be 13, but that is a child's play that you can do. The accounting treatment now on 1st April, dates are very important. Goodwill already exists. When goodwill already exists, old partners to goodwill in the old ratio. This is the goodwill already existed, old ratio 5:3. So we distribute 240 in 5:3. This is already done. And then the new partner does not bring goodwill in cash. His share of goodwill, bank account to Z's capital, what he brings, and new partner to old partners in sacrifice ratio. New partner to old partners in sacrifice ratio. This has gone. It will not. Anyway, new partner to old partner in sacrifice ratio. And this is the amount of, what is this 40,000? 40,000, this 40,000 is the amount of Z's share of goodwill. 1,80,000 is the firm's share of goodwill. 1,80,000 ka new ratio is 2:9, 2/9. Z's share is 2/9. So Z's share of goodwill comes out to be 40,000. 40,000 ko old partners में we have to distribute in the sacrifice ratio. Clear? Proceed. Next is when the new partner brings only a part of his share of goodwill in cash. Only a part of share is brought in cash, that is premium. Doesn't matter. We will discuss both the things. What he brings in cash, that is premium for goodwill brought in cash. What he does not bring in cash, that will be debited as new partner to old partners. A and B are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. They admit C into the firm for 1/4 share of profits, which he takes 1/6 from A and 1/12 from B. I repeat, A and B are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. They admit C into the firm for 1/4 share in profit, which he takes 1/6 from A and 1/12 from B. He takes, this is 1/6 from A is ka 1/6, that means out of 1/4, 1/6 and 1/12. C brings 5,000 as goodwill out of his share of 9,000. Part amount of goodwill has been brought. No goodwill account appears in the books of the firm past the journal entries. So out of 9,000, C brings 6,000. 5,000. Out of 9,000, 5,000 is brought and 4,000 is not brought. So we will mix the accounting treatment. Both, remember the case now. Bank, the first entry is what he brings for cash. Bank account debit to premium for goodwill. That is the amount that he brings, 5,000. He brings out of his share of 9,000, he brings 5,000. What he brings in goodwill in cash, that is banked to premium for goodwill. Then what he does not bring in cash, premium for goodwill. This premium for goodwill he brings premium for goodwill otherwise now. See, these are two entries that have gone mixed. Premium for goodwill account, premium for goodwill to old partners, and what he does not bring is new partners current account to old partners. You can make two separate entries or combine both. Premium for goodwill 5,000 to old partners. We distribute this in the sacrifice ratio. And second entry will be new partners to old partners with 4,000, that is goodwill not brought, that is also in the sacrifice ratio. So we can make a combined entry. We can combine both the entries and we can make a combined entry. Premium for goodwill debit, C's current account debit to A's capital account to B's capital account in the sacrifice ratio of 2:1. And this is done. Next, illustration 43. When sacrifice and gaining ratio, A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 4:1. They admit C into partnership for 1/6 share, for which he pays rupees 20,000 for goodwill. A, B and C decide to share the future profits in the ratio of 3:1. The new ratio is given, old ratio is given. C gets 1/6 share, for which he pays 20,000 for goodwill. He pays 20,000 for goodwill. It is given. You have to just give the working note for finding out the old ratio. Old ratio is given, new ratio is given. Old minus new, sacrifice ratio can be found out very clearly. Old ratio minus the new ratio, we can find out the sacrifice ratio and the gaining ratio. We do the sacrifice and the gaining ratio. Next, after this, only A sacrifices we come to know when we find out that A sacrifice and the other partner's gaining ratio, his share to the benefit of B and C. Consequently, not only the goodwill brought in by C will be credited to A, B must also give 4/30th share of goodwill to A. The total of firm's goodwill based on C's is rupees 2,20,000 into 6/1 for or rupees 1,20,000. So whatever his share, that will be, this will be adjusted by deducting C's capital account and crediting A's capital account. That is the same thing that we have done. We have just combined two effects. Bank to premium for goodwill for the amount that he brings in goodwill in cash, 20,000. Premium for goodwill to otherwise premium for goodwill to the old partners. In case it is a gaining ratio, that will be sacrifice ratio. In case one partner gains, that partner will be debited, but in the same ratio with their share of goodwill. Next, now we reach the revaluation of assets and liabilities. We have discussed revaluation in the previous chapter. This is, I have made revaluation count in a simple manner so for you to understand. Decrease in assets, I use different colors so that it is easy for you to visualize and memorize. Decrease in assets on the debit, decrease in liabilities on the credit. Increase in assets on the credit, increase in liability on the debit. Unrecorded liability is equal to an increase in liability. Unrecorded assets are like the increase in assets. Difference in case comes on this side is loss, and in case it comes on this side, it is profit on revaluation. We have done the revaluation account. This is the same thing. Now we come to illustration 48. A good question. This is the question which has already come in the annual exams as such, with the same names. It was seen in the exam with the same names in the same amount. The following is the balance sheet of Anurag and Bhavna, who were sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 2:1. Anurag, Bhavna, profit and loss, the old ratio is given to as 2:1. They agreed to admit Monica on the following terms. Monica will be given 1/3 share in the profits and was to bring 15,000 as capital, 6,000 as her share of goodwill. I repeat, Monica will be given 1/3 share and was to bring 15,000 as capital and 6,000 as a share of goodwill. The next is value of stock and plant be reduced by 10%. Stock and plant reduce means debit side. Provision at 5% to be created. Increase in liability on the debit side. Building was to be appreciated. Increase in asset, credit side. Investment worth rupees 1400 not mentioned in balance sheet was to be taken into an account. Unrecorded asset is equal to increase in asset, credit side, and you will have to make the revaluation account. With these data you will make the revaluation account. The decrease in asset, this is also stock and plant and machinery decrease, increase in the building, increase in investment, and increase in the liabilities, increase in liabilities on this side, and difference comes out to be profit distributed in the old ratio between Anurag and Bhavna. Next, then we make the capital account. This is to be taken care of. Capital account by balance brought down. See here, I was trying to adjust the columns. By balance brought down 30,000 and 20,000. This is the balance as stated in the balance sheet. It is given 30,000 and 20,000. Revaluation, in case of revaluation there was a loss or profit, whatever it is, revaluation comes out here. By cash, rupees, this is the cash. By premium for goodwill, brings this partner brings this much of goodwill. The cash that is withdrawn, premium for goodwill, this 6,000 premium for goodwill, it will come here. Premium for goodwill that is withdrawn by these partners, and that is the balance that is carried down. Then we come to the capital accounts.